Man, I could just watch this thing come in and bring me ores all freaking day. What's up, Space Cadets? This is KJ48, and welcome back to my Let's Play for Space Engineers. Man, this is so freaking cool. Now, this is something, to my knowledge, Empyrean does not have, and this is really doing it for me with this game. Like, I always thought Empyrean was the better game, and this is a survival game, it might be, but man, stuff like this is just ridiculous. Like, this tickles that spot, you know, that I look for in these kind of games. I mean, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's just phenomenal, and I love it. I'm so glad you guys got me to use that PAM script. Let's see where all that stuff's going. Got a bunch of stone. So people were saying make more LCDs for the ship because you can have LCDs tell you what kind of, like, materials you have in there and, like, all kinds of stuff like that. I'll get to that eventually. I'd like to make a new mining ship, honestly. That's not going to be this video, though, but I do want to make a new mining ship, and when I do, I will keep those LCDs, you know, in my mind. You know, I definitely want to leave room for 2 LCDs. I think that'll be pretty cool. But that's not going to be today's video. Today we are going to be making rock around the clock. It's going to be awesome. It is going to get us, if I do it right, and I did this like a few weeks ago, so I might be out of practice, I might struggle, but if we build this right, it is going to be freaking phenomenal. I forgot to go on my test world and see how many spots between drills you can leave. So I think I'm going to do that in this between cuts in this video, because I need to know. I asked last video, but that video is not up. Actually, that video went up like an hour ago, but it's going to take a while for people to see it and comment. I think 3 spots in between drills is probably what you want, but I don't really know. I'm gonna go test it. All right. So also, one other thing before I do that, check it out. I put these monster big giant freaking thrusters on this thing, and it just runs like a beaut now. It's on recharge. Let's go ahead and put on auto, unlock, zoom in, and yeah, so this thing moves side to side, back and forward, but when you go up, woo, hell yeah, the batteries can't even freaking deal with it. Look at this, man. I can't, like, gravity takes a while for it to, like, overcome it. It's kind of amazing. I love this thing now. It can hold so much weight. Oh, also, one of you guys was saying, I was debating, like, I wanted to get that automatic welder thing, because I don't like the idea of welding from, you know, projectors, because it's hard, because you can't get stuff on the inside, and if you mess it up, you know, stuff on the inside won't get done. Somebody said there's a projector setting where you can make it so only connected blocks can be welded. But even with that, can't you mess that up? Like, if you kind of have connected blocks and they go around the outside of the ship, you could still theoretically get stuff welded on the outside of the ship and still have stuff on the inside of the ship not being welded. So I think I want to go with the automatic welder thing. I won't use it for bases, but I think I'm going to use it for projector stuff. And I won't use it when I build my own ships either, because, well, maybe I will, I don't know, but I definitely won't use it for bases, because I do like the idea of these welding ships. I think they're freaking cool. And if you just have automatic things building everything, I think you're missing out on the coolness of the welding ship. So we'll see. It'll be a work in progress. Like, I'm just gonna have to kind of figure out how I want to handle things. But for now, let's hook this up, and then I'm gonna go. Nah. I don't know why I hit spacebar when I'm trying to go backwards, but after this, I'm going to go in a test world, and I'm going to see how many spots I can leave between drills and have them still work properly. Alright guys, I went and checked the wiki for Space Engineers, and they said for small drills, you really want to leave 1 spot in between drills. They said they drill out a 3x3, so really technically you should be able to leave 2 spots in between them. They said leave 1 spot in between them. I went into a test world, I left 3 full spots in between the drills, and the drilling is not quite as smooth, but I did drill a hole down a few meters. Like, I mean, the drill went down twice its own length, and the drill ship, and it was fine. It was kind of shaky a little bit. The hole wasn't as, you know, round or perfect or whatever, square, but it was doable. And the reason I think putting 3 spots in between drills is not because I'm cheap. I'll put freaking 50 drills on this thing. I don't care. The thing that I want to leave 3 spots in between the drills is because if I leave 3 spots in between the drills, I can use the large atmospheric thrusters. If I could use the large atmospheric thrusters, I can have a ship that can carry a lot more material. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Maybe even next video. We'll see about that. It'll be kind of like the same build as this, except I think I'll put the cockpit and stuff sideways and, you know, kind of make it a little bit more of a sideways ship instead of an up and down ship. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make the rock around the clock build. This is going to be a clock build. Basically, it's going to look like a big clock. using drills, and it's going to go around a circle with a middle point that is going to just, well, basically go around in circles. It's going to be kind of like the one I built over here. I'm going to put up a bunch of pistons, probably a piston. Nah, actually, I don't think I'll put a piston in the middle. I'm going to do regular stuff in the middle, and then I'm going to build it out. And then I'm going to have the pistons come down in the very middle, and then I'm going to build out drills from the middle, and then I'm going to use a rotor, and it's going to spin around in circles while it's drilling down. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I mean, this is gonna be a tough one for me, but I think I can do it. I think I'm up to the challenge. So first thing we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to come and grab some steel plates. I got 12,000 steel plates because I'm gonna need a lot of them to build this base. No joke. Now, getting stone is not the greatest thing in the world. It's not like going out and getting iron. I get that. But the thing is, the rock around the clock build is extremely easy to do. As far as like kicking stone out of my auto miner, it's like I said, it's gonna kick it out on the ground, and like I don't know. But I think there's a script you can actually use where the auto miner will leave the when it's full, it'll leave the hole, go to the side, and automatically kick out the stone. That sounds pretty advanced though, guys. Slow baby steps. Baby steps. I don't want to get overwhelmed with this game, but yeah, that's something that I would definitely look at in the future. All right, so how is this gonna be? We're gonna have to kick the stone into that one over there. Oh boy, yeah. So the stone. Well, could I set this up to pull stone out of this and send it to you over here? I don't really think so. The stone needs to kind of meet up with this right here, which is gonna be tough. It's going to be tough. I'm going to build the thing first, and then we'll worry about that later. Because, I don't have an answer for it. That's what I do. I'm like, I'll figure it out later. Whatever. Whatever, bro. All right, so we're going to need a conveyor junction. We're going to need, obviously, drills. We're going to need pistons. And I think that's just about it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put down the conveyor sorter, so this will be something we could work with later. I'll probably have this thing come around over here, back around behind here, just kind of snake its way over to the ore container. I'm thinking if I put the ores in this container, I could probably have the ores be pulled out through here. There should be no ores in here ever. So if the ores get pulled out through here, yeah, actually, that might actually work. Hold on, let's actually test that really quick, because that would make this a lot simpler. Like, a lot simpler. What I'm going to do right now is really quickly, shoot, I don't have any stone. All right, let's go ahead and grab some stone really quick and see if we can make this work. All right, so I just went and dug up a few pieces of stone, and I think all the stone is out of the system. It is. There's no more stone in the system, so I can do my little test here. If I can do it before the auto miner comes back, but it just came here. It's probably still charging, so it shouldn't be a problem. I dug up a little bit of stone, and I put it in this container. Basically, what will happen is when this thing's digging up stone, I'll have it go right into this container. I mean, could not be simpler. And then once the stone is in that container, what I want to do is I want to have... There should never be any stone in that container, ever. Or any ingots or anything. Or, sorry, there will be ingots, no ore or stone. So this right here is a sorter pulling out of there. So I think if we pull this out of there, shouldn't it go to that one? Or will it go to... the ore can't go in here, right? To the assembler? Like, I don't think you could put ore in here. So it should go into the proper thingamabob over there. All right, so this thing is pulling out... If this thing is pulling out... What is this thing pulling out anyway? Why do I even have this here? I don't think I need this one here. Well, I didn't before, but I might now. So, yeah, it's pulling out ingots, which I don't really think it needs to do. It pulls out ingots for when the assembler needs it, basically. I don't have it at drain all, so it only pulls it out when it needs it. But I don't think you need that there. I think you guys told me that in the comments. But I'm going to need it now because I'm going to pull stone out. And I hope the stone goes into the proper system. Let's kind of see how things go here. Stone, stony stone, stone. Add. Well, the thing is we can't put it on drain all. So if we can't put it on drain all, this is not going to work. It's not going to pull the stone out unless it like asks for it from somewhere else. So because this is pulling out ingots here, if I have it do drain all, then that's not going to work. I need to separate. Oh boy. Oh boy, let me figure this out. All right, there's two challenges to building a setup like this. Number one is building it, and number two is explaining to you guys what the hell is going on here. Okay, so right out of here, now this holds all my ores, okay? This holds all the ores. All right. There will be stone in there eventually, but for now, that's not relevant. All right. Now I got this thing hooked up to the assembler. Now the assembler should only pull stuff out that it needs to build. All right. And the only time the assembler I've seen actually has stuff left over with ingots is if you like cancel a building project. It'll leave the ingots in there. Okay, which is fine. Just don't cancel building projects. I'm gonna go ahead and make let's just go ahead and make 1,000 steel plates since we know we're gonna need them anyway. And now that should only pull in the iron it needs, and that stuff should be going out to where it's supposed to. Let's take a look, right? Huh? No, it doesn't go up to that one. It goes out to this one. Let's make sure it's going where it's supposed to. Yeah, it is right there. You can see. Yep. Okay. So you see the mass and volume's going up. It only says 12K, but it's going where it's supposed to go. Basically, it's making it, and it's kicking the resources. It's kicking the items out, right? Actually, couldn't the items go back in that container? Why aren't they going in this container? Maybe do I have a sorter pulling stuff into that one? I don't think I did. See, they're coming out of here. And there's no sorter pulling stuff over here. So oh, there it is. Yep. Okay, so you do have a sorter pulling stuff over there. Makes total sense. Okay, so when we have stone in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a thing on the back. Remember, I have some test stone in there right now. And it's going to pull only stone out for this one. All right, now this one's going to go all the way up into here and go into the major thing here. Oh, it'll probably go back in like that. So what we need to do is we need to set this up to pull stone as well. Is there any reason not to do that? Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, because won't stone be pulled into the refinery? No, because the refineries only gets pulled out. This sorter makes it so only full ingots get pulled out of the refinery, so I can have this pulling stone. Basically, if there's any stone in the system, it's going to either be there, the refinery, or over in this part. If it's in there, it's going to be pulled out into the refinery. If it's in the refinery, it can't be pulled out because this sorter is only pulling out non-stone, non-ore. It's only pulling out ingots. Okay, so this should work. And this thing's pulling in. So we'll have this pull in stone. And I think that stuff starts getting to be a bit much, but I kind of like it. It keeps your brain active, which is always good. You know, you want to think all the time, and it really helps keep your brain active, especially you start getting to my advanced age. All right, stone. P is not stone, Cage. Stone. Okay, add. All right, so that shouldn't have moved out the stone yet because I haven't set it up properly. The stone should still be in here. All right, now we need a. Oh, we need to set up. Oh no, it did pull out the stone. Oh, that's right, because it's actually hooked up to this proper. So we don't even need this thing in the back. Yeah, we don't even need this thing in the back with the stone. It's just gonna pull out stone, so this should be fine. Yeah, because this thing is looking for stone, and that like ingots chest. Yeah, it's an ingots chest. Because my ingot chest is connected to this, it should just pull out stone here all the time. It pulls stone into here, and then it automatically feeds it into the refinery, which is already taking care of it. Awesome. I think that's working. All right, I might be getting a little greedy here. And, you know, we'll see. But, well, first of all, my ship came back with some iron. So that's freaking cool. I love that. Yeah, I might be getting a little greedy here, but I am really building this thing up, like, just ridiculously high. And, I mean, I don't know. There's got to be at some point where, like, the fact that it's so far out is going to cause issues. I don't know, but I'll save the game before I start it up. And, you know, if it doesn't work right, then I'll tear it down and make it a little bit smaller. But, hey, man, if you can make it bigger, why not, right? Bigger is always better. I'm putting these pistons up here, so when I'm done with the hole, I can go ahead and dig out another one. Like, the idea is these pistons number 4 and 5 will not be used right away. All right, and then I'll dig a hole. And then once I've dug that hole, I'll pull everything up, and then I'll extend these, and then dig another hole. That's the idea. Is it going to work? I don't know. I know it's going to work. I just don't know if I'm starting to go out too far with this. You know, that could be a problem. I don't know. Do I want to go out a little bit farther? How many drills do you think I can fit in there? I think I'm going to go one more piston. This is really just ridiculous. I have a bad... Not to sound like a Star Wars character, but I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, check this out also. I wanted to show you this. I made a little room down here for this thing, and I got a command chair. And if you sit in the command chair, you can get like F is the key cage. See the 8 and 9? I can retract and unretract things with the click of a button. See? Now that one up there is coming down. I could also have this one come down, or I could have them both go up. And I'll have that set up for every single well, maybe not every single one, because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room for all of these things on this control panel, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, this is what we're looking at the moment. Now, I didn't come quite down as far as I wanted to with these things, but the reason is because I felt when I came out here, the drills might be a little bit too low or whatnot. Usually it's a little bit better to start up high. I think we're gonna have enough, room to get down. I probably could have made these one piston lower, but I like leaving myself lots of room to build, so... All right, so all the pistons are coming up here. We got pistons up there. We got pistons down here. Advanced rotor, I replaced it with a small block that got this conveyor junction on there around the side coming through here. And we are now building the drills out to here. And the drills can come all the way over to here. And then, like I said, I'm losing a little bit of space here by building these so high up. I just didn't want to build them low and then realize I didn't have enough clearance down there. So that's why I'm building them where I am. Okay, we got everything built. And yeah, I guess we're going to try. It would be a lot easier on flat ground. I wouldn't have to keep it up so high. But it's all good. It's all good. Every time we build this, it just gets a little bit better. All right, here we go. Oh, boy. Careful. I'm not used to having these large thrusters, man. All right. Oh, by the way, I put the camera as number 7 on my hotbar, so now it's just one click away. This thing's awesome. I really, really like welding with this thing. It's, it's not as quick as if I had that auto welder thing, but whatever, man. It's fun. And that's what really matters. We're going to come around to this side. Okay, and just kind of come in like this. Be careful. All right, there we go. I love the way it welds in like an AoE pattern, which is really nice. So there we go. We got that all welded. You're all good. Is this going to work? I don't know. I built one of these in my test world, but it wasn't quite as big as this. Like I said, I don't know if there's a certain point, at building stuff too big doesn't really work well for you, but I should put multiple welders on this thing. I should expand this out. Put welders on both sides and stuff. I got some ideas. I like this game so much, guys. I hope you keep watching. I really, really do, because I could freaking play this game for a long, long time. I mean, it's just phenomenal. Alright, so we're going to come through here. We're going to weld all these. And then I got to go in and I got to figure out, how I want the piston to, go around in a circle. Am I missing stuff? I think I am. Oh, I am. Why am I bobbing up and down? Oh, that's not good. I'm not bobbing up and down. That thing is. Okay. Alright, well, we're definitely out of something. Let's see. What could we possibly be out of? Yep, the plates. Told you, man, you need a lot of plates. And that thing's bobbing all over the place. So we're going to kind of go in there and see if we can kind of help that out as I crash into my, windmills. We're going to kind of go into the, first of all, let's get out of the camera, F key, and let's lock this thing in. We'll get some power back in it, and we'll also grab some more materials out and continue. I'll probably finish up those drills by hand, though, because it's not really worth bringing this thing out for those remaining drills. Come on. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright guys, I've got everything built. I also got all that shaking gone. Although when the drills, I tested it, when the drills turn on, there's a little bit shaking. But that's okay. Should not be a problem. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't really know. Let me show you how I got rid of the shaking so you could do it in your own game if you so choose. So what you're going to do to get rid of that shaking is you're going to go to your pistons, highlight all of them. By the way, you highlight all of them by picking the top, going into the bottom and holding shift. Or you could just go... one at a time if you so choose. All right, and then you're gonna click this little button that says Share Inertial Tensor. All right, and then you're gonna do the same thing with your advanced rotor. Okay. So what I've done here is, if you look down below, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are all the pistons in order of the way I want to set them up. Okay. The first one, the number 1 is the last one, which is actually the one that's closest to the drill. Then number 2 is the second closest to the drill, and so forth, okay? I also don't think did I put down the... Is there any way to see what's on here? Yeah, there we go. All right, so there's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6... Oh, okay, 7... So 4, 5, and 6 I didn't put on here for a reason. Those are the horizontal ones, Okay, and I labeled them as such, so I didn't put them on here. All right, so that filled up this hotbar. So I went to another hotbar and I set up the drills to turn on and off. Okay, shakes a little bit, but that's to be expected. Turn those off. And then after that, I came in here with the pistons. Now, piston 1, 2, and 3 need to be fully extended, right? Current position, 10 meters. Current position, 10 meters. Current position, 10 meters. That's great. Then I took all 3 of these and I put them at positive plus, that's redundant, 0.1 meters per second. Now, you might be able to run these a little faster, and you might be able to run them together, but just for the sake of me getting a good night's sleep, I am not going to run them super duper hard, okay? So that's 1, 2, and 3. Those are the ones that are going up. They're supposed to be extended. Now, 4, 5, and 6 are all the horizontal ones, so we don't do anything with those right now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 all are going to be at negative 1 meter per second. And then when I reverse them, then they'll start extending. All right, and right now their current position is 0. All right, so now we have to figure out the advanced. You know what? I'm going to save before this because the advanced rotor is the one that I am the least familiar with. So let's take a look at the advanced rotor. Okay, we're just going to turn it off. All right, so right here. Okay, I think velocity is what we want. All right, and I don't remember what I wanted the velocity at. Let's just, by the way, if you want to get this up to type in numbers, you hold down Control and left click. So we're going to put it at 0.2 meters per second and just see how that goes. Or RPM, whatever. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn that on. And there we go. I think that's going to be a little bit too slow. Because you need it to go around in a circle because the pistons are going to be pushing down at a certain, velocity. So actually, I wonder if I could even push the pistons down. I might have to push the pistons down a little bit at a time. So I don't know. Let's just put this at 1. Okay. Yeah, see, I might have to push the pistons down super, super duper slow. Can I put them at 0.05? So let's just look at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's put these at 0.05. If I can. 0.05. Actually, wait, it's supposed to be negative? Yeah, negative 0.05. Let's try this. 0.5. Now, see, you can't do 0.05, so that's going to be... that's going to be tough. I don't know if the rotors are going to be able to... Basically, the rotor has to do a complete rotation before the pistons push the drills too far into the ground. Now, I tested this to build it, but I never actually ran this thing in my test world, so I don't know how this is going to go. Put it up to 2. 2 might be a little high. Yeah, 2 is going to be too high because it's not going to be able to drill fast enough. Advanced. I don't know. I guess we just have to test it at this point. Let's try 1.5. Yeah, that even looks too fast. I don't think it's going to be able to drill in time. Alright, well, let's just try it at 1. That was my gut instinct. And we're just going to run it. I'm going to save and run. That's, it's the best way to really tell. Alright, save the game. Oh, shut up, timer. Okay, guys, well, that's the timer. I guess I got to go. Yeah, right. I don't think so. All right, so now we go into our, turn the drills on. We go over here, and we just hope for the best. Oh, yeah, that's going to be really slow. That should be able to drill in time, right? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. That is going really slow, though, so that's good. I want it to go slow. All right, guys, it started drilling. Now we're going to see. I had to turn down the rotation because it was just going way too fast. I don't think this is going to work. I think I'm going to have to stop. I think I'm going to have to do this somewhat by hand, with the way it's set up. Like, I think, yeah, I don't think that circular rotation is going to be quick enough. And when I had it quicker, it was causing issues. So, yep, it's causing issues there. All right, yep, there's no way. No way. Whoops. All right, so what we'd have to do if we're going to do that is we'd have to, first of all, let's just bring that back up. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, there's no way. There's probably a way to do it, but not with this setup, not the way I have it set up. Let's go here. Advanced rotor. Now let's just leave it. Let's see what it does. kind of curious. I did save the game, so see if we can give it a little hand. Come on, help it out. Help him out. There we go. Yeah, there's probably a way to do it. I just don't know how. So that's okay though. It's gonna work. I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to have like it's gonna have to like the piston's gonna have to push down a little bit and then stop. You know what I mean? Right now it's pulling back up, so I'm gonna be able to stop the pistons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to clear all of this out. Oops. Oh, that's not that easy to clear out, is it? Son of a bitch. Alright, let's clear all this out. Alright, guys, I got the thing, I think, working the way I want it to, where I'm not going to have to babysit it. I think. This is all, like, outside of my area of expertise. I don't know if I understand this correctly or not, but from what I'm thinking, alright, this is the piston that's being moved, right? From what I'm seeing down here, max impulse axis. Maximum force the piston is allowed to apply to blocking obstacles along its extended axis. So, what that means, I think, is when it meets a spot that it can't go down anymore, like the drills are not keeping up, it will stop pushing. Do I have that correct? It seems to be working now, actually. I've got the rotation of the advanced rotor on 0.5. Any higher, I put it on 0.75. It seemed to be a little risky, so I stopped doing that. But yeah, I mean, 0.5 seems to be okay, and this thing seems to be, you know, I want the piston to push, but if there's any kind of resistance, I want the piston to stop pushing. That's what I want it to do, and that seems to be what it's doing. I'm going to let it run for a little while here. I'm going to end the video, though. I am going to let it run for a little while, but I think I got... Okay, so that piston is now fully extended. Yeah, I think I got it. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to mess around with the next piston and see what we got going on with that. So, piston number... I don't know why I keep putting piston. Piston should be... Okay, so that's perfectly fine. So we're going to go to 11. And I'm going to drag this thing down to almost nothing. Like 2.6, whatever, kilonewtons or whatever. And kind of see, maybe just 1. I think that'll be good. And it's going as slow as possible. And I'm going to let this thing continue digging out where it's digging. And as soon as it's not digging any more stone, I'm going to use that next piston and see if I can do this without having to babysit the thing. And we are getting a decent amount of stone for this, by the way. Let's see what we got going on in here. And don't forget, my refinery's been going the whole time, so we still have 91,000 stone in here, 20,000 in here. We still have iron. I mean, we got lots of resources coming in, guys. I think our resources looking pretty good. I think the next thing I want to do is probably set up the auto miner to go over there and get some gold and maybe even some silver. Although, do you need a lot of silver, or I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure you need a lot of gold, though. Alright guys, if you ended up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, take it easy.